Hey, do-it-yourselfers, back with a quick update. Had a really busy week, so I'm basically 8 days behind. I haven't really worked on this for the past 8 days. But here is my current progress level. There's no upper lighting done at all yet. The bottom lower lighting is completely done, as shown in a previous video. The rock waterfall and return is completely done, as well as the sand bed and stuff. The moon lighting's on right now. I have my fluidized sand bed filter going. This was more or less just a test because I have such a I have restricted flow to get it more silent. I knew that heavier sand was going to have a harder time being fluidized, but I tried it just to make sure, and sure enough, it's true. There's not a whole lot of fluidization going on there, so I'm going to probably vacuum out that pool filter sand, and because it's very coarse, and go with just basic aquarium sand, which is very fine. It's not like play sand, which is like ultra fine, but pool filter sand is just very coarse, so it's harder to take. It just takes more to agitate it. But that is the fluidized sand bed filter right there. The upper dock, upper tank, penthouse, I don't know what you want to call it. The glue is just drying for that. Once that dries, I have to get a sheet of acrylic. I had a 55-gallon tank, that I tore apart. I was going to use the bottom sheet of glass to go across this front area here. And I was really surprised, I guess, I don't know why, but whatever, about how heavy that piece of glass was, and I just don't trust any adhesive for that piece of glass and the styrofoam. So this right here is a basic that length is the basic height of a Home Depot sheet of acrylic, and it weighs almost nothing. So I'm just going to get another sheet of acrylic and use acrylic. I'd use this piece, but I want it to be a little taller. I want it to be up to this height. So it's tall enough to where if I want, I can plant stuff in there, basically get a soil base. If I get a soil base with this, I don't know, I just feel like it just wouldn't be a whole lot. So I just want something a little taller, that's all. I will be putting a sheet of glass over top this area. Or not glass, excuse me, egg crate. Sheet of egg crate over top this area. And the turtle will have an area here cut out and kind of designed like a pond. This is where the turtle can enter the water, and this is where he'll get back out. I'll have a little ramp of egg crate coming up so he can crawl out into his basking area up here. But I'm also going to give him another way to get into the water. I'm going to cut a hole here and then build up fake rock around this to make it like a cave, to where he can get in there and kind of hide, have a little hiding spot, and then just dart into the water here, and no big deal. I'll obviously have enough room to where he won't hit any egg crate, or won't be able to crawl onto the egg crate. I might just make something to funnel it down, so he has no way of getting on top of that egg crate. The other thing I might do is I'm just trying to find a good source, like Christmas lighting, LED, do-it-yourself LED lights, LED strips. I'm not really sure yet, but what I'm going to do is drill holes underneath this. I don't know if we can. I have glue drying on this, so I don't want to take it off. But anyway, underneath this piece of styrofoam is this stuff. So I'm going to drill a hole and shove a light down there in a few different key areas. On the egg crate portion of the box, I'm just going to silicone that over so it doesn't matter if water splashes up on anything. And then I'll groove the styrofoam to run the cord flat and then out the back, so this can have lighting underneath it. And again, I don't know if I want to use Christmas tree lights. You know, the bulbs can go out on those, and with it being silicone, it'd be really difficult to replace those bulbs. Do-it-yourself LED lighting is still, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of that. But yeah, I'm not really sure. Once I figure out what I'm going to use for it, then I'll be doing that. And then once it's all in, and I can dry lock this whole level, you know, that'll cover up all the electrical cords. And then the background, all the styrofoam, will basically be done just like the background inside the tank with the fake rock and the dry lock. And then the piece of acrylic going across it. I have a canister filter on it right now with charcoal in the canister filter, just in case there's any toxins or anything from that didn't get washed good. I just want to make sure that everything's out of the system, so I got a couple layers of different stuff inside the canister filter. And I want to make sure that all the particles are out of the water as I'm throwing sand in it and stuff. Even though the sand's really well washed, just making sure I cover all my bases. I have the canister filter, so I might as well use it for this. Once it's all done, the canister filter won't be needed, the charcoal won't be needed, and everything will be able to run off the sand bed filter, the fluidized bio balls or Cognis, whatever ends up going in the area next to the sand bed filter, and then the plants that will be in the refusion, and that'll be the filter. I'll probably throw crayfish into the refusion area too to eat some of the dead plants, or keep the plants kind of in check a little bit. But there she is. Alright guys, till my next update. Take care.